Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to my presentation. Today we are learning about knife skill. So the kitchen knife is probably the first cooking tool that is chef touch it, and probably the longest time the chef hold in the kitchen. So learning how to use the knife is not only help you work safely, is also enable you to work faster and making you much more efficient in the kitchen. So the purpose of this lesson is for you to use kitchen knife efficiently and safely. This class is mainly conducted by demonstration, so I will introduce knife handling, knife holding, guiding hand, and mise en place. And I will show several knife cuts tonight. I believe I sent handout to you via email, and I hope you guys already seen the handout. But it doesn't matter if you are not seeing the handout yet. But if you open the handout right now, I believe it will help to understand my lesson tonight. Before I start my demonstration, is there anyone who would like to share the knife accident experience I asked in the handout? I asked for one person, and I would be very grateful.
I can share. I have a scar on my finger. You can't really see it, but it's like right here from a serrated knife, and I was cutting a baguette and it slid, and by the time I realized it slid, the knife was already in my finger.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. And thank you for sharing, Kayla. Yes, the knife, it can quickly become very dangerous thing to the chef anytime. So I found 10 commandments for safe use of kitchen knife, which is on the page 3 of handout. So I believe that if you familiarize yourself with the 10 commandments, you can prevent knife accident. Okay, I will start my demonstration. The first topic is holding a knife. We know there are a lot of the holding knife ways. Among them, I recommend this grip. Like, hold your hand with the 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3, and hold your blade with thumb and index finger. This grip offers extra control and stability. This grip also acceptable. However, this grip can cause spin your knife in your hand. So if you hold the blade with 2 fingers, there is no risk to spin your knife in your hand. And also, this grip sometimes can go strictly because the edge of both sides of blade is not even. So sometimes the blade goes the right side or left side. So with the 2 fingers, you can control to go straightly. And second, I'm sorry. And more important reason to learn why we have to learn the knife holding correctly is if you hold the knife incorrectly, you may go to the hospital. This grip is first time is working. However, if you keep this grip for several hours, your strength of arm gets stressed on tendon of backhand. So later you feel hurt. So this is can turn to the carpal tunnel syndrome. So if you want to work in the kitchen long time, you need to correct knife holding skill. Sorry about that. The second is guiding hand. I will introduce 3 types of guiding hands. The first is general style guiding hand. So I want to form the claw your fingers, so your fingers goes in. For this grip, you have to remember 2 things. First, you cannot see your fingernail from your view. Like this, you cannot see your fingernail. And second, your thumb finger is behind of the other fingers. So you can imagine your guiding hand become like a 5-leg spider on the cutting board. Second guiding hand, when you peel or trim the food, you may hold the food in the air. So you just hold, or you may turn your food. For this guiding hand, your foot and your hands and your handle blade should be very dried. And the last guiding hand is to put your hand on the food. So either used to, or when you cut the food obliquely or vertically. So this grip, for this grip, your guiding hand should be positioned higher than knife for safe. The third topic is mise en place. On page 5 of the handout, you can see the picture about general prep station for cutting. You can refer and create your own working station, or you can follow me. This is my mise en place. Based on me, the cutting board is middle of a station, and 2 containers are the opposite of the cutting board. So left container is for the ingredient will be cut, and the right side container for the cut ingredient, and left side of cutting board there is a container for scrap and 1 wet towel for clean my knife and cutting board. And my knife is placed on the cutting board with the blade in opposite direction of me. The reason why I put my knife on the cutting board is I want to save the space. I don't want to spread. And second reason, this situation will notice my co-worker I'm working here because my knife is here. And finally, I have dry towel for my hand. This setting is for right-hand people like me. So the ingredient move left side to right side. So if you were left hand people, just set opposite side. And the ingredient move right side to left side. So far we haven't seen the preparation for cutting. So for next topic, I will wash my hands and I will make the knife cut. Give me a second. Yeah, we know we have to wash our hand at least 20 seconds in the industry. However, for save time, I just quickly washed my hand. Okay, let's start make knife cut. For your knife cut practice, I suggest 3 things. The first thing is you use your body as a ruler. For example, I found 2-inch long on my finger and 3/4 inch on my thumb and 1/2 inch big on my finger. So I can use my finger for measuring. Here is a question. What is the size of the large dice? Anybody knows? The large dice is 3/4 inch cube and medium dice is 1/2 inch cube and small dice is 1/4 inch cube and bronoise is 1/8 inch cube and patonet is 1/4 inch thick and about 2 inch long and Julian has the same thick size as bronoise 8 inch thick and 2 inch long. And second suggestion is make a sample. I make a knife cut here, so just visualize the sample of you want to cut and try to make same size. And third suggestion is buy the ruler which has some information of knife cut. I bought this ruler for this class. It's very useful because it also has another information of cooking method and it's very compact, so easy to bring. Okay, really start to make a knife cut. The first thing I do to cut this carrot is imagination, because I can imagine from here to here I can make like a 2 medium dice, and from here to here I can make large dice, something like that. So I start to cut the head and cut about 2-inch distance, and I guess I can make 2 large dice here. Bring back and slice aside to flat and place down to flat to ensure stability, and cut again and turn and cut again. So right now I made the 1-inch the rectangular carrot. So here we cut half, one more cut. So right now I just made medium dice size the stick. So from here, if I cut into half inch. I just made medium dice, and if I cut 1/8 inch, I just made python. And from the stick, if I cut half, I just made batonette, and from the batonette, cut 1/4 inch, I made small dice. And from batonette, if I cut half, and one more half, I made julienne, and from julienne, if I cut 1/8 inch, I made pronoise. Of course, you can make the desired size what you want from this carrot or from the rectangular carrot. However, this way can save food. So, and I also want you to know the relationship or connection of each knife cut. So, as I did, julienne can make pronoise, and batonette can make julienne and small dice. And I'm gonna continue the other knife cut. So make a 90° and cut in 1/8 inch. I just made rondo and make a 45° and cut, make a half turn, cut, make a half turn, cut, make a half turn. I just made oblique cut. And from 1 inch thick carrot, put a half, make a slice, make 45°, cut. I just made the diamond cut called Lorenzi. And right now I will show you how to make the toenail cut. I'm gonna use paring knife, cut it 2 inch, and your guiding hand hold your carrot like this, thumb and middle finger, and your index finger will turn your carrot. And your knife, your spinal blade should be go down, and grip the handle with 3 fingers, and spin should be in the second joint of your index finger, like this. And your thumb finger placed on the thumb finger of guiding hand, and you will start cut from here. So, what should I do? Okay. Just turn your wrist back, turn your carrot, turn your wrist back, carrot, carrot, turn your disc, back turn, disc, cut, back turn, cut, back turn, cut, back turn, cut, back turn. So you don't have to move your finger, you just turn your wrist. Like when you open the door with the handle, you just turn your wrist. So it's same thing. So turn your wrist, back, turn your wrist, and back, turn your wrist, back, turn your wrist, back, turn your wrist, back. So right now you have little bit the tornado card.
So, can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
So, my one question is, why are you using a paring knife instead of specifically a tornado knife?
Yeah, that is a good question. Unfortunately, nobody taught me how to use the tornado knife, and I just learned make a tornado with a paring knife. So I'm so sorry I cannot teach you right now. However, in future, I'm sure I will try to use the tornado knife, and I will show you how to use. Thank you, and I'm so sorry, Liz.
That's okay. I was just curious.
Okay, thank you. So for next week, practical test, you have to practice knife cut, large dice, small dice, and Bronoise, and Python, Martinet, and Julian. If we have a time, we will look the rubric today for next week. So right now, I will show you how to make fine julienne with 3 different knives. I already peeled the onion and cut it half. Cut the head. Can you see? Thank you. And slice. Slice. This knife movement is not just up and down. You need movement like your elbow with pushing and back. And you have to imagine you are using hollow blade. So again, up and down, and no up and down, going from back. And if the onion high, just lay down, make it low, and again. You don't have to practice fastly. Start slowly and make your skill and go fast. And I transfer here. And since now, I will show you how to make fine julienne with different knife. I will use Japanese knife. It's called usuba. It's usually for vegetable. The guiding hand will turn the cucumber, and the blade move up and down. So the blade go up and down, and your guiding hand turn the cucumber. And for this knife skill, your two thumb should be placed on the line where the cucumber and blade meet. And actually you have to see the top of onion to control the thickness. So this is very traditional Japanese knife skill, and you have to cut around 1.5 meter for 5 minutes to pass your test. Then stuck your onion on the cutting board. Just like thinly. Just push it front. But here I don't put any pressure to my knife. So can you see my finger? 3 finger here. So just cucumber cut by movement of the blade. So we have very fine julienne cucumber. And the last demonstration is I'm gonna make fine julienne with Chinese knife. Shen, are you familiar with this knife? It's called Chai Dao. I'm not sure about pronunciation, but Chinese knife. So how to cut is cut in half and place your cucumber close to you and put your thumb and middle finger, index and middle finger on the cucumber, little press, and your 3 fingers should be higher than 2 fingers, because if your 3 finger lower than 2 finger, it's dangerous. So put the finger and hold your knife parallel. Go to just touch, and first just you feel like just cut the skin and push and back, push and back, push and back, push and back, push and back. Oh, push and back, push and back, push and back, push and back, like this, and stuck the cucumber on the cutting board. Then slice. And we made fine julienne cucumber like this. And really last, I asked what is sharp knife in the handout. Sharp knife is very thin cutting for herb and vegetable. We saw in Shikira's class, she cut the vegetable. So today I will cut the herb, the basil. So stack your basil and make a rolling. grab your knife, slice. And for this kind of job, continuing slice, honestly, I recommend hold the actual handle like this because you don't have to lift up. You just need little bit lift your blade. So for example, if you hold front, your knife going high. If you put back, so going lower than before. So it works same as before. And to be honest, you need a very sharp knife. Yeah, I cut the fine onion, fine cucumber for the Korean summer soup. I already made it. So you have to make very thin for the texture of soup. And this soup had sour and little sweet and spicy flavor. So I recommend you have with very oily food and it makes you hungry. So taste, it's good. Yeah, like this. You have a recipe I sent last week, so you can just follow the recipe or you can remove something or edit something. I recommend put some boiled shrimp with seafood together or put some thin noodle. And since now you guys will take the quiz to check understanding and I will clean up my station. See you later. So I left it around 12 minutes so everybody get the answer. Okay, let's take together. I have a 10 question. So Shin, please read the first and second question and give the answer for us. Excuse me, Shen? Or somebody can help Shen? Anybody? Or you guys access the keys? Thank you. Okay. Actually, I want to do together with you, but I will lead and I will give answer. Okay. Culinary knife called measuring 3/4 inch and 3/4 inch cube. What is this? The large dice.
The large
Oh.
dice, yeah.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. And I'm so sorry. And question number 2. Measure half inch.
Okay. I can read it if you want me to.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay, number 2 measures 1 inch. Oh no, half inch by half an inch by half an inch, and is a smaller version of the large dice.
What is this?
No, medium dice.
Good job, Shakira. Thank you very much. And number 3, also called rounds, a type of card that creates round or oval flat piece by cutting cylindrical vegetable clockwise. You guys know?
Rondell.
Yeah, thank you very much, Juliet. And number 4, similar size to Python cut, but diamond shape cut. What is this?
Revenge.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. And rectangular cut that is 1/4 inch wide by 1/4 inch and 2 to 2.5 inch long.
That's the matinee.
Thank you very much, Will. And what is a 1/4 inch cube? 1/4 inch cube?
Small dice.
Yes, Liz. Thank you so much. And rustic type of cut that produced half inch square by 1/8 inch thick piece. This is a Python. And the last question, cut used for cutting herb and leaves green into fine shred.
Chiffonade.
Thank you very much, Liz. Thank you. And I will look the rubric with you guys for next week. The over here has kind of a guideline. So you have to think, you have to use your own knife, not friend's knife. Then you must stay your space, your place for the test. And the test had 30 minutes. And you have to keep trim and waste for the grading the score. And you have to make 1 ounce amount of 6 knife cut. So 1 ounce large dice, 1 ounce small dice, like that. And the last, if you talk with your friend, it's gonna be a penalty. So make it silent for your concentration. And the box has the rubric for your knife, each knife cut here. If you have any question, please feel free to contact me. I will do my best to make you understand, and feel free. Good. The knife skill is very limited to evaluate the chef's skill. However, if you have a good knife skill, it makes you very happy working and more money, of course. So my old teacher, he said like how to cut without onion. How to cut without onion. You guys have an answer? He said I have to finish it cutting onion before tears come out. So you need to practice. Also, I need to practice. The practice never betray us, and it will be forever in your life. And next week we will study sharpen knife, and you're gonna have the practical test and final exam. Thank you very much today, and see you next week. I'm sorry. Do you have any question? Okay, thank you very much.